Okay, so we should be recording, everybody. Welcome to this video. I'm filming this on the Infinix Hot 40 Pro, which is on TikTok shop for £149. So a phone for less than £150. So we're just going to go around my area where I live. Well, I don't live in the fields, obviously, but there's a lot of building work happening at the minute, which they're doing around here. So it's not started yet, but we'll flip your camera around and then I'll show you and go for a bit of a walk. So we're going to head through this pathway. I don't know if we can go to the top actually anymore, but so we'll just follow it round, and just gives you an idea of what the weather's like today. It's picking up them clouds pretty well. So this generally, it does look like it's going to rain actually. So yeah, I like to film different cameras, different phones, sorry, and the camera and the video quality. Sorry about the dog mess. There must have been a horse on here today or something. They've cut all the bushes down. So sadly I have to tell you that they are building on here. So after all these years walking on this pathway, they are sadly building the new warehouse. So it will mean jobs for the area, which will be a good thing, I suppose. If you don't know what it is, it's going to be a little warehouse for West Yorkshire. They're planning on opening a lot of the stores. So really sad to see all this gone. I didn't expect them to take all this down, because I thought that they would be putting a fence up on the top. They've done it already around the other side, but I didn't expect them to be cutting down all these weeds. So I don't know whether it's for access reasons, because I know there were other plans to build to make like a meadow, that sort of thing. So maybe they're planting new flowers or wildlife meadows, I don't know. But it really frustrates me when they do things like that. I mean, if it's to improve the area, but they might not replace it. But it is the end of, well, not the end of spring, nearly winter, end of winter. Spring has started. But yeah, they've cut it all down, which is it's sad. But if they don't replace it with anything, that'll be even worse, because that pathway that I walk over there, when they made this pathway, when this gets very muddy, you can only walk on the top, and the pathway over there had a lot of the excess water, and it ran off and it completely took the path away. So it's really difficult to even walk. So I've got a dog walker coming up now. I wonder if we can get onto the top. Let's go to the top. See if they've cut it down. I can show you what it looks like properly. So yeah, this will be all the car park, like the lorry drive through, and then you won't be able to walk across here, which will be a really shame. But yeah, it's still muddy. There were people on here last week. I nearly fell down there. Maybe. But you can see how they've cut all this down. So I don't know how far they're going to go, whether they're going to come right up to this edge, or whether they're going to put a fence up. I don't know. I will of course keep you updated, but the main thing is today just to have a little walk on here and show you the sights. But you can see how big this land is, look. So usually I walk from there. This is a pathway. If you've ever watched my Twitch videos, I walk down there, which is about a 5-10 minute walk. So then it stretches all the way across. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I just yeah, it's not as muddy on here today as it was last week. So not really exciting, but it just will be sad, because this is the way I usually walk. And I'll just keep checking every day to see if there's any, not every day, but every other day to see if there's any progress. But the first thing, as I say this, they've cut all this down. Is that for access reasons? Will they start digging that up? Are they going to dig right to the end? Probably yes. So yeah, bit of a cloudy day today. Spring's very much delayed. It feels more like autumn. And then I read on the news yesterday, Sydney, Australia has had the hottest March day for 147 years. I can smell smoke around here. But usually, I think this time last year we had leaves on the trees by the end of March. I mean, we can get snow right up to the end of April. And I heard about this polar vortex. It disappears at the end of winter anyway, but it's apparently 5 weeks earlier. So that could change the weather patterns. So we might expect colder weather from the north, easterly north, or warmer from the south, but it's interesting, isn't it, weather? I think they're getting rid of this as well as part of the plans. I don't know, it's going to be interesting to see anyway what happens with this. But it's sad because you walk along here and there's lots of memories. There's the birds. There was this bird that was here last year. Do you remember that bird? You've got all the memories of... I remember the heat wave when all this had disappeared. So... it's very unlikely this section will be here. Unless they get rid of that. No, I'm not sure. But yep. I'm ready for some summer now. This spring weather needs to disappear. I mean, this cold weather needs to disappear now. I think we'll be saying in a couple of weeks' time, it's too hot. It's too hot. I can hear the birds over there. I reckon what's going to happen, sorry to say this, but once they build this site, then it's very likely these trees will all get chopped down and they'll end up using that land for something. It's really, really sad to see an area just totally... I mean, there's that wasp down there, or bee, can you see it? Zoom in. See if I can zoom in. Who's there? Oh, he's just gone behind me. It'd be really sad. So there we have it, guys. Just on a walk today, not going too far. I'm going to walk back actually on this pathway because it's a little bit chilly. Go home and have a nice cup of tea, or I might walk down that pathway actually and go and sit down. There's Popeyes over there. You see where that... Right, so where this building is there, if I zoom in, that's the main road to the right hand side. And then further up you have a roundabout, and there's a Popeyes, there's a Greggs, there's it's like a petrol station. So there's a subway now there as well, and there's it's starting to rain. So yeah, I think next 2 or 3 weeks they'll probably start building on here, because they were putting the fencing round. So if I'm walking past and they do make progress on here, then I will try and do another video. But very dull day. Apologise for the weather. Well, nothing I can do about it. But yeah, filmed on the Infinix Hot 40 Pro. If you're looking for a new... There's not a lot of smartphones at that price that have this 2K. So there's usually 1080p and then it goes up to 2K. So it's the next level. It's starting to rain, guys, so I'll just spin it round. There we go. And also 108 megapixel camera as well. So bye for now, guys. I'm gonna stay warm. See you later.